Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell icon as well, so you will be notified once I have new tutorial videos like this. For this video, I am going to show you around the Gmail interface. I assume you already have your Gmail email address. If you haven't yet and you need to create one, please check out my tutorial video on how you can create a Gmail email address. So let me get that link to you up there. There you go. Great. Oh, okay. Let me just remind you before I get started, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? So, let's get started. I am going to show you around starting from the right pane here and going slowly to the left. Okay? There's only a few, so don't worry, it won't take long. So let me get started with the profile section. So if you click this photo of mine, it is also where you can upload your photo for your Gmail account. So you just need to click this camera icon there, and there you have it. You have an option to upload your photo or choose from any of the saved photos in your Google Photos application if you already have. So that's where you can update your photo, and just below this is where your account information can be accessed. So this bar here that reads manage your Google account, just click on it and you will be redirected to a page where all your Google account information are stored. So like if you ever need to change your password or update your phone number, this is where you need to go. So just click on this bar and you will be redirected to the accounts information page. And this one here, it reads add another account. If you have a separate Gmail email address, like I mentioned in my previous video where I suggested that you have at least 2 different email addresses, one for personal use and one for work related use, then you can add your other Gmail email address by clicking this option here for you to add another account. Okay, there are also cases wherein once you get onboarded to a new company, you will be given your own work email address with the company's like domain name or company name. For example, Doni@123company.com, something like that. So you can also add that email account in here as long as it is a G Suite email account. So you can explore about the G Suite products. Maybe in another video I'll go ahead and discuss about it. So, and another one here is the sign out button. Okay, so that's all about the profile. This button here. So just beside it we have the Google Apps. So this 9-dotted icon here. If you click on it, you will be shown the different Google products available. So some of these I believe are free, but I think some, if you need to have like the advanced features of the application, you will need to have like a paid or premium account, something like that, depending on the Google application that you will use. But normally for virtual assistants, the most common Google products that we use are of course we have the Gmail, we have the Drive, the Google Drive, and well, in my case, since I also do YouTube, I use this as well, and the Play Store for if you have any applications that you need to install. And so basically, yeah, those are the common Google products we use. Also this one, the Docs, Sheets, and the Slides. Also, if you click this bar, more from Google, it will redirect you to the products page, or so more of Google products. so you can check them out and see which one is something that you can use depending on what niche you are. So there are just a lot of products, Google products, that you can find perhaps useful for your work. So yeah, just check it out here. Right, so let's close this one out. Going back here, just beside this 9 dotted icon, you will see this icon with the question mark. It's for support. So if you click on it, you have an option to go to the help section, the training, or the update section, and also send a feedback. Say if you have something, you observed something odd or something not working in your Gmail account, then you can send them a feedback. Okay. Now going back here, as you can see here, the calendar, the keep application, and we also have the tasks icon and the tasks add-on app as well. So this is the what do you call this? The apps shortcut panel. So you can add applications there, or you can integrate applications that you use for work, for example, so that you can easily access them. So like for example, we have Slack here. In my work email account, I added Slack in my work email account. So I have that in my right panel here. So whenever I have emails about about stuff that I need to forward, or I need to let a colleague at work know, of course everyone's in Slack at work, so I can send that email directly from my Gmail account. So that is what it does. If you have the Slack application integrated in your Gmail, you can send emails directly to Slack and send it to a channel, or send it to as a direct message to your colleague or someone in a member of or a team member in Slack. So that's what it does. Along with Slack, there are a lot of other applications that you can integrate. So it just depends on what you use. It's pretty efficient if you add them in here, so that for easy access if you're someone who frequently checks on your email. So that's where you can go. Let's close that one out. So if you do not use this side right panel here for your applications, or you don't have any integrated applications, then you can just hide it just using this hide side panel arrow here. Just click that. So as you can see, I've hidden the applications, so I can click back on it and then it will show up again. Okay, so that's what it does. Now just here you will see the gear icon. The gear icon is for the settings. So if you click on it, you will be given these options. You can like edit the display density, configure your inbox, or go to the more settings features and change the theme. And the send feedback and help feature is also down here. If you ever have any questions about these, you can easily locate help or send feedback from this 2 options down. These drop down choices. So aside from going here, you can also check out this options here for you. So let me talk about the themes, because you know what, it's been my habit. After I update my profile, the next thing that I do is change the theme of my Gmail interface. so as you can see, my theme is like a wooden plank. I have a thing with wood, so that's my Gmail interface theme. But in default, your Gmail interface theme is plain white, right? This one, it's the default theme. Let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, so this is how your Gmail interface first appeared when you just created your Gmail email account, right? Now if you need to change that, just go here, and like what I did earlier, you just pick any one of the photos here. So these are the different themes available for you. And you can also upload your own photo. Say if you have a favorite photo that you'd like to be the theme or be seen in the background of your Gmail interface, you can also do that. So the theme I used is this one. So like I said, I have a thing with woods. So that's what I chose. So just click on it and click save. There you go. Now this one here, it's the type of English that you'd like to use as, for typing or any communication on your Gmail account. I haven't actually explored this, so if it's something that matters to you, you can go ahead and check this out here. Okay, but I honestly don't remember changing any of these ever. So there you go. I think I've discussed everything from the right panel. Now I'm ready to discuss everything in here in the left side panel of the interface, starting with the search bar. So this is the search mail bar. So if you're like looking for an email and you don't remember exactly what the subject line is, but you know what it's about, then you can use keywords to search for it here. So just type it here, and it will give options down already. It will pull out similar emails with the word or with the keyword that you used. So that's what it does. And just down below, if you also click this arrow here, if you need to do a comprehensive search, here's an option for you. Okay, I will be talking more about this in a separate video. So I'll hold that off for now. So let's go here. As you can see, we have the 3 dotted icon here. If you click on it, you only have an option to mark all as read. So if you click this, there's no need for you to select the emails that will show up here. Oh, by the way, you're not seeing any new emails, because whenever I receive a new email and I don't need it anymore, I archive it. So again, I'll be talking about organizing of emails in a separate tutorial video. So anyway, so yeah, that's what it does. If you click this, there is no need for you to select the emails that you need to mark as read. So that's what it does. And then just right next to it, we have the refresh button. For example, your client tells you that, hey, I am going to send you an email. I'm sending it now. You may need to refresh your inbox. Refresh it so that there's no what do you call this? So that you can receive new incoming mails already. Although it does automatically receives incoming emails, but yeah, sometimes it takes longer, and refreshing the inbox helps. And here is the select icon. So just took a few of my emails that I had already archived, and I put them back in my inbox so that I can show you how this select icon works. So as you can see, we have this small arrow here, and oh, by the way, the emails that you will see here in my inbox are all unread, so I haven't opened them yet. All right, so if I select this that small arrow, then I have these options. These are like the filters. So if I need to select all, then I choose this, and if I need to undo that, then I choose none. And if I need to filter the emails to show just the read ones or the unread emails, then those are what it does. And you also have an option to star or to put a star in an email, for whatever importance or purpose that may be. And if you also need to just filter the emails that don't have a star on it, then this is what you can select. All right, so if you ever need to select all, then there's no need for you to check this small arrow here. Just click that. Okay, so it will select everything already. Okay, now let's go ahead and say I opened this email already. So that is that email is now changed to red, right? Okay, so as you can see, it's not bold anymore. Okay, so if I click that email, or if I click an email, any one of the emails in my inbox, you will see you are given or you are shown these different icons here. Let's go over them one by one. So this is the archive icon. You can archive emails that you do not need shown in your inbox anymore. For example, you have already read it and you don't need to look at it again, or you do not need to make a follow-up about anything in the email anymore. So you can simply archive it, so you know it will mess around with your inbox, and it will help keep everything clean. Okay, so you can archive it. So let's do that for this specific email. If I click on it, there you go. As you can see, it's been archived, and you will see the action made or action taken will be shown in this bar for a few seconds, and it disappears. All right, so now let's go ahead and select another email to bring back all these icons back. So I've discussed the archive, and here's a report spam. I think that's I don't need to explain what that is. So if you need to report a spam email, just select the specific email and click this, and it will send a report to Google. And this one is delete icon. So if you click that, you say you have a selected email and you click this icon, so it will delete or trash that specific email. Okay, and here is mark as read. So there are cases wherein you already know what the content of that email is. For example, if it's something that you habitually receive, like newsletters and stuff, and you don't need to read it, so you can choose mark as read. It's basically an action if you need to mark an email as read. All right, so that's what it does. And this is this news icon. If you check this, or if you select this, you will be given an option to select a date and time to snooze an email. So it's like a reminder, a follow-up action. Say, for example, this is an email that I need to check 3 days from now, or tomorrow, or next 2 weeks. So you can select the timing that you prefer. Alright, so let's go ahead and select the email again, and let's discuss about the move to icon. So this is an icon, or if you choose this, the email that you select will be moved to a specific label that you created. Okay, so that's what it does. So if you ever need to put it in a specific label, or you need to mark it a specific label, then it will be moved to that specific label. Okay, and next one here is the labels. So if you choose this, it will mark, or it will add a label in the email. So let's do an example here. Say it's about updates. All right, so let's check that, and yeah, let's do that. Or let's select more here and click apply. There you go. It added the label that we selected. Okay, so that's what it does. So clicking this 3 dotted icons now will give you more options. So unlike earlier, it only has the mark as read option, right? But if you select an email, if there's a selected email, it brings more options for you. So you can mark it as a read, mark it as important, or add it to a task. And if you do that, it will be added here. Okay, I can talk more about that in a separate tutorial video. And then you can add a star to it if it's something of if there's a specific type of importance to it, then you can do that. And then you can also filter messages like this. So again, we'll talk about that in a separate tutorial video. You can also mute it or forward it as an attachment. Okay, so I guess that's everything about these icons in here. Now let's move on and check the ones in this right panel. You see this? This is the main menu. So if I click that, it will hide this panel here. But when I hover my mouse back to it, it will show up. Okay, see that? If you need to have it fixed there, then you can click it again and it will stay. Okay, as you can see, it stays. So that's what it does. So just below it, you have the compose button. If you click on it, then this is where you can write your email. Okay. Now just below, you will now see the different labels. So Gmail, it doesn't use folders. So you may have been used to some email management platforms wherein they use folders, or some old email similar email platforms like Gmail. I think I remember Yahoo Messenger. That was a long time ago when I used that. Yahoo Mail. It has folders. It used folders the last time I remember. But in Gmail, it doesn't use folders. So instead, they use labels to organize the emails. So what you see here are what we call the labels. So some of these labels have been created by me, or been created by the user, and some of the labels are pre-installed, like the inbox, the start, the important, and the old mail. And by the way, these are not everything that are pre-installed. I just chose the ones that I like seen in this panel. But the labels that I created myself are these: the PayPal, Toggle, TransferWise, Upwork, YouTube. So these are the labels that I created to organize my emails. While the inbox, start, important, email that you see in this panel are all pre-installed or pre-made. It's already included in the Gmail settings. All right, so you can create your own labels. And if you click more here, it will show you the labels that I hid. So there are not all labels that I created are shown in this panel. So I only choose to show the labels that I need to see always here on this panel. And the ones I don't usually check, or I don't usually need to look at, are found if you scroll down here. There you go. So these are different other labels I created that I chose to hide. Anyway, so so that's it. So these ones here are also the labels that have been pre-made in Gmail. So these are already installed or pre-programmed. So the updates, there are emails that are automatically labeled as updates, like this one. If you notice earlier, when I added a label to it, when I added a label to it, this label here has been pre-checked. It's been checked already. Remember, you noticed that in my earlier video? So I needed to select this to add a label, because the system is already programmed it as an update or updates. So that is why. So there are also emails that have been programmed to be labeled as social or promotions or forums. All right, so that's all about the labels. And so you can see there are a lot other here that you can check out. So again, I'll talk about more about it in a separate email, or not separate email, but separate tutorial video. So down below here, you will see this bar. I can move it up and down, and you see this portion here. It's for the Google Hangouts. I personally don't use Google Hangouts, but if you have an account in that application, then you will see the conversation in here. So it's like a Google Messenger installed in Gmail. So this is where you will see those conversation happening. You can also make a call by clicking on it. You can also make a call, and yeah, so that's what it is. So I personally don't use it though. Okay, so again, you can if you're not using it, you just put it down there. There you have it. Okay, so if I click less there, so I will just show the labels that I just need to see, and all the rest are hidden. Okay, now I think that's it. I hope I have discussed everything, and I hope I did not miss anything. But if you have any questions though, or you need clarification on some of the things that I just discussed, please feel free to write them down in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to get back to you. So I guess that's it about the Gmail interface. So those are the first things that you will see when you log into your Gmail account. In my next tutorial videos, we will be going through in-depth discussion about the different settings, the features of the Gmail account. So thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this video. I really am hoping you did learn something from me. So this video is really targeted to those beginners. So if you are someone who've been using Gmail like me forever, I've been using this for like 15 years. This might not be helpful anymore, but if you know someone who is a beginner, or someone who will need to at least learn about this stuff, please share it to them. Thank you so much, and please stay safe and have a good day. Bye bye.